G'day viewers, welcome to Savvy's channel. Today I'm going to be cooking a Lechon pork. Basically it's a pork belly. Inside it we've got spring onions, garlic, lemongrass, and what we do is we roll all that up and we do it on a spit roast. So cook it over the fire. So I've got the fire going, so that's been burning now for about 45 minutes. So once that gets the coals down, we'll come and cook. So I'll go and get the pork ready and show you what it looks like. So we've got our pork belly here. So what I've done is I've washed it, dried it down. I've got some lemongrass and some spring onions. I've cut them to length to fit inside the pork. I've got garlic cloves. But what I'm going to do is I've got the meat. I'm going to score the inside of the meat both directions so it's actually cut. And then I'll make up a rub to put in that. So what I'll do is I'll get this meat ready and I'll show you what goes into the rub. So as you can see, I've scored the meat on the inside. So what I'm going to do is in a bowl I'm just going to mix some black pepper, some onion powder, some garlic salt, some turmeric and paprika. Once I've got all that mixed together, I'll rub that into the meat side of the pork. So we've got all our powders mixed together. So what I'm going to do is just sprinkle that over our meat. And then I'm just going to massage that into those cuts, push it into those cuts that I've made. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my garlic cloves, I'm going to slice them in half and actually put them on, and then I'll put my spring onions and my lemongrass. So I'll get that prepared and I'll show you. So there's all my garlic placed on it. So what I'm going to do now is grab the lemongrass and the spring onions. So I'm going to lay them over on there, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll this together. So I'll see whether I can place this camera so you can see, but I don't know whether I'll be able to or not. Yeah, so I've got all my lemongrass and my spring onions on there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring this together and tie it together with some string. Get off. The cat's trying to get the meat. Oops, that's no good. Broke. Try that again. I'll do is I'll lightly tie it to start with. And once I've got it together, I'll tie it better. Make sure it's all kept inside. Make sure everything packed back in. Now I've got that lightly tied together and come back and retie it so it's all pulled together properly. Retie that end. Push all that garlic back inside. Trim off these. I can see whether I need any more ties or not. Another one there and there. I'll put 2 more ties on that. That should be enough to hold it all together. One more there. So there you go, that's all tied together now. So what I'm going to do is put that on a plate, and I'm actually going to, I don't season it with salt and oil with this one. We use soy sauce. So I'll get a plate, put that on a plate, and I'll grab some soy sauce and season it with that. So what we're going to want to do is grab that soy sauce and actually rub it into the skin. Through the bottle, so you can see. Rub that soy sauce into the skin. Soy sauce is very high in salt, so it does exactly the same as what the sugar, the salt and the oil does. It draws the moisture out of the skin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick that in the fridge, leave it in the fridge for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then what we'll do is we'll put it onto the spit and get ready to cook. So our fire's ready to cook on. So I'll put that on our spit, which is here. Once that meat's had a time to rest in the fridge, I'll bring it out and put it on that. I've got some wire ties here to help tie it on. So since I was last on, there's been a fair few changes. I lost a lot of weight. I took nearly 6 months off now. No, it wouldn't be. That would be, oh yeah, it'd be 6 months off making videos. I lost 14 kilos. Feel a lot better. Feel heaps healthier. And also I've changed my video. It's not just cooking anymore. It's going to be more focused on gardening and adventure and more fishing and stuff like that as well. While I'm waiting for this meat, I'll just show you a bit of my garden. So this is my backyard. On my deck is where I have my barbecue and that set up. I've got some passion fruit growing there. It's just starting to flower and produce fruit. I've got a choco here, which is only just starting to get growing. Very hard to get them to grow here. Then I've got spring onions, tomatoes. I've got more spring onions which I grow at the front. I try to use my own produce when I'm cooking. I've got an avocado tree. He's growing in a pot. Probably another 2 years before I get anything on fit. I've got a mandarin. I've got, I don't know what its actual name is, but it's a Philippine style of spinach. I've got some chives. I've got my lemongrass. Just a fish pond, you know, water's supposed to be calming. Bananas, which I'm just starting to get my first crop of bananas this year, so that'll be good. Then we come down to the side here. Got pineapples. I've got about 6 pineapple plants now. More spring onions. I've got garlic growing. Chilies. And yeah, so the bark mulch, I've only just put it down in the last couple of weeks. So I'll go around to the front. So the front yard, I've got just some cacti and some succulents growing there. The flags, both the Philippine and Australian flag. my car. Just some more garden beds, which I've done all the mulch, so I'll put some more plants in there soon. There's the rest of my spring onions. So I don't actually take the whole plant. I just cut the leaves. They'll keep growing, and that way I've only had to put in one lot of spring onions. So our meat's had time in the fridge to rest. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually put it on the spit. I'll have to rotate this around so you can see. Yeah, so we've got our meat here. I'm going to put it on the spit. So just the join side, put it onto where the metal is. And what I'm going to try and do is push those spikes into the meat. Without it all falling apart. That's not too bad. Put that side in. So what I'll do is get that side in. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually tie this on with some wire. That way it'll help hold it together and stop it from falling off the spike. So I've got some wire ties. Wire ties around the pole in the meat. Tie it back together. One there. One at this end. And one at that end. So once you've got it on the pole like that, so what I'm going to do is I'll tip the rest of this soy sauce over, rub it back in, and then I'll actually place it on the spit, and I'll show you what it's like when it's on there. So there's our meat on our spit now. So what I'm going to do is I've got a leaf from a banana. I'll cut that off, and I'll actually get some oil, just to baste the skin while it's rotating. That'll take probably about 2 hours to cook, and then once we get it nice and crackled, yeah, that the spring onions and the lemongrass inside with that rub gives it such a nice flavour. It goes all the way through the meat. So what I'll do is I'll just go and get my oil and that ready, then we'll come back. Our pork's been on for about an hour now. Starting to brown up. So we've got probably about another hour and a half to go before it'll be cooked. So we'll just keep an eye on it, keep stoking the coals, and yeah, we'll be back when it gets closer. It's been a bit over 2 hours now. As you can see, the skin has started to crackle. So it's nearly cooked. Probably another 15 minutes and it'll be all done. The smell is just it just smells really good. Can't explain what it smells like. It's just really nice. The skin, yeah, as you can see, it's crackly and it's yum taste. So yeah, about another 15 minutes and I'll take it off and show you what it's like when it's finished. So there we go, folks. It's cooked. What I'll do is I'll stop this and flip it over. Okay, so we've cooked it. Let's put this here so you can see. I'll grab Got a decent knife, so I'm going to cut. And a pair of tongs. And here, it's all crackled, nice and crackly. Look inside, it's cooked beautifully. So what you do is you take the lemongrass out, and basically you've got a really nice tasty piece of pork. So that's it, folks. If you try this, the smell and the taste is just totally different to a normal pork. Took about 2 hours 45 to cook it. It's quite a big piece of pork. Yeah, my wife loves it. Traditional Filipino style Lechon pork. Yeah, so that's it for this week. Next week it'll probably be fishing, depending on the weather. We've had a lot of rain here at the moment, so our fishing is pretty much we've been catching a lot of rubbish fish, catfish and pike eels. We did pick up a nice shark 2 weeks ago, so I'll probably do some cooking of shark Phillips with some batter. Yeah, keep watching, and as I said, my channel has changed, Savage channel now, so it's not just cooking. It's going to be gardening, fishing, and time with the family and that. Okay, cheers everybody.